Hello. I'm here to tell you in a few digestible steps how I started writing songs. First of all, I want to say thank you to Big Chungus and Render Sharma 6210 for your support. I've never had someone suggest a video before, so I'm super excited about that and incredibly grateful. I hope you see this and I hope you learn something. And if not, give me feedback on how I can improve. So let's go. Step 1. Know thyself. Songs are inherently personal, and when you first write one, you're gonna feel cringy. That's the cost of vulnerability. You're gonna think, I don't even know if I'm saying the right things, but eventually, the more you do it, it'll become the first thing you turn to. It tells you the truth, even when you're lying to yourself. It is your subconscious mind coming to light to your conscious mind. It is legit a tool to heal you, to process things that you've been through, to process yourself. And part of knowing yourself is, what do you prefer in your first step to writing a song? Do you prefer lyrics or poems first? Or do you want, to use an instrument like a ukulele, or a guitar, or a piano, or a DAW, which is also known as a digital audio work place. And basically, you can produce a beat first, or you can input some chords, and there's a lovely place that's a web browser called Soundtrap. This is not a sponsorship, but you can input chords there and get a sense of how you want a song to sound. I use it for my demos just because it helps me map out things, and I think it's very helpful, especially if you've never written a song before and you're looking to make your first ever one. Step 2, keep track and stay organized. As an artist, it's very important that you maintain your artistic integrity. So ensure that the song remains yours. Be knowledgeable of copyright law in which you live, if you're planning on releasing these songs and you want people to hear them. And it's also important to consider what organizations will help protect artists and songwriters in your area. And I'm in school for this. So there's this book called All You Need to Know About the Music Business. Also, I don't think this is a sponsor. I don't think you can sponsor someone by introducing a book. But anyways, this applies to the American context, and I haven't read the whole thing because it's thick. Anyways, but I'm sure there are people who have ran it down on YouTube, so I would consider that as well because it's a very important introduction. And I use an app called Demo, again, not a sponsorship, and there I input my lyrics for my songs, I input the chord progressions, I input voice recordings, kind of exactly demos of me playing the songs. Another thing to remember is to never hesitate to collaborate with other artists, because it can be very scary, especially if you feel like you have zero experience, but being in an environment where collaboration is very important, I've learned that seriously, it does not matter. The people you collaborate with aren't looking at you and thinking, you literally know nothing. There are people who want to teach you and see that there's talent within you, so believe that. And you can even reach out to me if someone wants to. You can either let that scare you or motivate you. Let fear motivate you. Step 3, stop trying to be perfect. You will compare yourselves to other artists. That is part of the deal, but do not conform to that pressure, okay? Know that other people's narratives and their strengths are going to be very different from yours. There will always be a certain formula you feel you have to follow, from a verse to a chorus to a bridge, but know that you can do anything. This is part of music, and being creative is freedom, and you set those rules for yourself. And to find what makes you unique, you have to write and understand that not everyone is going to understand, which is so crushing, especially as an artist. But it doesn't mean that your voice doesn't matter. It means that it is in search of people who want to hear it. And there's someone who's waiting for you. So remember that. I'm waiting for you. Write that song. Conclusion. So, now that I've broke down some basic steps, I want you to share your songs with me, with each other, with the world. Even if the only person that's watching this is the person who suggested this video, which I'm so grateful for. Thank you so much, and I hope you suggest more videos, and I hope this somehow helped you. If it didn't, you can always ask questions. Anyways, your songs are valuable, even if no one hears it, because again, it's a tool for understanding yourself and improving your mental health. Don't try to fact check that. I am living proof because I experienced my first breakup for the first time, and it was not the best thing ever. But music was the first thing I turned to. Other people's songs were the first thing I turned to. Your song could be the first thing someone turns to when they feel lost, when they feel scared, when they just want someone to understand them. And that's a really beautiful gift. Music heals. Good luck, because you're about to learn a lot about yourself. And it'll be hard at first, but enjoy it, because time will strengthen you. And also, if this is someone seeing me for the first time, my name's Carmela Rose, and I'm a singer-songwriter, and I hope you check some of the songs I posted. They're not all of the songs, and I know I could use some improvement, but if you need any clarification for anything that I talked about in this video, ask away. Bye, and have a great rest of your day, and